Hello, welcome to my Northern Europe vlog. Now, I just wanted to do a quick intro to the bike that's going to be taking me across 5 different countries, well 6 actually, including England, and doing about 1,000 miles within a week. So this is my Honda CB650R. Now, to anyone that's not motorbike orientated, it's classed as a naked sports bike. So what I mean by naked is that it's got very little fairing, aka bodywork, which has its pros and cons, but the biggest con, especially on this trip, is going to be the lack of protection against the elements. So that is a considerable adjustment I'll have to make. But at the moment, it's fairly stock actually. There's a bit of crash protection just in case the bike falls over. But yeah, this is it, and it's soon to be former glory. Alright, so the bike's now in full touring mode. It's definitely a case of function over form, especially with that massive windscreen, but it does a job. I've been out on it a few times and it really is effective. The other things I've got is this throttle lock over here. So it's pretty much a cruise control, but it's mechanical rather than electronic. So you get to the right speed you want, you press that button, it holds it in place and you can still adjust it. I've got a phone mount for the sat nav, tank bag as well, seat pad, also a cargo net, so it's quite simple. Both these are secured underneath the seats, so I can just leave them on for the whole trip. And of course the UK sticker on the back, so yeah, we're ready to go.
My answers from the questions that I asked, the things I don't want to know, and my perceptions had shifted like reflections from a mirror ball. Yeah, well I know too much about you now. And these thoughts won't leave my mind. It's given me this empty feeling, thoughts have been left behind.
Quick recap of the last 24 hours. So finished work at about 7ish last night and I left home just before 8. So I had a 6-hour journey in the end with a couple of breaks. So actually wasn't too bad. It wasn't the most exciting journey, but you know, I was expecting worse. But it was just good to wake up this morning already in Dover, because then I didn't have to go far at all. Nice and easy getting onto the ferry. I met a guy called John, a bit of an older chap, who'd also travelled down from Yorkshire the night before as well, which is funny. He's got some friends in Belgium that he visits quite a lot, so he knows a lot about travelling in Europe, and he was giving me lots of good advice actually. It was good to meet him. And when we got off on the other side in France, we were travelling together for a little while and then we parted ways and I went off to Bruges. So I mean that journey from Dunkirk to Bruges was only an hour, so really not done too much travelling today. Most of it's been done on foot, walking around Bruges itself. Yeah, just loads of walking around today. Went for a meal in the end, came back to the hostel, so I just stayed here now for the majority of the evening. So I was feeling a bit tired. I think yesterday's travelling's caught up with me, so I'm looking forward to a good night's sleep and then heading off first thing in the morning.
And I can't help but wish that maybe you'd have kept some things to yourself. Yeah, well I know I asked too many questions.
Another recap. So it's been quite a busy couple of days, really. I set off yesterday morning from Bruges and I stopped off at Antwerp because it was about halfway. I thought I may as well. So I stopped there for lunch and a bit of a walk around, and then I carried on to Rotterdam. And when I got there, I checked into the hostel, and I was shocked. I was just shocked at how awful it was, and I knew straight away that I wasn't going to spend more than one night there. I'd already booked for 2 nights there and I paid for it, and it was non-refundable. I mean, I asked the manager if he could cancel it, but he said he couldn't, so I just had to deal with it. I mean, I went straight out because I was quite annoyed, and I made a beeline for the nearest bar, and I sat there and I was drinking my beer, and I bumped into this nice Scottish lad, actually, and a guy called Matthew, and I was just ranting to him at how bad the hostel was. I mean, he was there for work and he was in another hostel that sounded a lot better than mine. Yeah, we had some drinks and bumped into a Dutch couple, actually, and they were really cool. Played some card games and had a few more drinks and some food, and then I went back and I slept the night, and I got away with it, I think, because I'd had a few to drink, so that'll have helped. But yeah, first thing I did in the morning when I woke up was I booked somewhere else, and I ended up going on the map and seeing if there was somewhere quite rural and out the way. So I found this place called Monscham, I think it's called Monschau. I think it's in Germany. It's in the Eiffel National Park, and it's right on the border between Belgium and Germany. And it was sort of like just out of the blue, really, that I found it, and I'm really quite lucky, actually, because I got here and it's gorgeous. Like it's like your quintessential German village. It's just so picturesque. No one can speak English, and yeah, it's great. I'm actually really glad that things have worked out this way. So tomorrow's plan is well, I don't need to leave straight away because I think checkout's at 12. Which is quite late, actually, so I may as well make the most of that and see a little bit more of the local area. And then I'll be off to the Spa circuit in Belgium because there's a track day there for motorbikes, so it's free to go to. I bumped into a couple of bikers before that are going there tomorrow, so yeah, I'll spend a few hours there and then make my way over to Koblenz in Germany, and that'll be the furthest point from home. So once I'm there, it'll be a slow journey towards home again, which is quite sad, actually, because it feels like this trip's just flying by, but I mean, I suppose it is. But yeah, excited for tomorrow. I just hope the weather holds up, because I went through an awful storm, probably the worst storm, or like the worst bit of weather I've ever encountered on a motorbike. I mean, I was on the motorway in Belgium, and it was a lightning storm, and the motorway was flooded. Like, my front tire was making a bow wave, and it was soaking my feet. So, oh yeah, that's the point, actually. I need to see if my boots are drying. Yeah, so hopefully I'll be better off with the weather tomorrow.
Saving up for my friend, 'cause he wants to put them lasers to his head. Not for long, but until it's the only way he'll ever see again. Until tomorrow, you'll be my blinded friend. Yeah, I will of yourselves. A hero in a heartbeat, wishing for a win while my blood runs through. Until tomorrow, I'll be your blinded friend. Yeah, I will follow. Put that lasers to my head.
I just wanted to do a couple of shout outs because I said I would. There's Jared from Bremen in Germany who travels to Luxembourg, drinks like a fish, and then goes to work the next day. Cheers, mate, for showing us around and for the hospitality as well. Otto from London, he's on a trip to Australia without flying. So I think last time we spoke, you were either in Nancy. No, Leon, actually, you were in Leon. So yeah, I hope that's going well. Good luck and keep me updated.
Right, so I'm at Dunkirk now, just waiting for the ferry, which means I'm at the end of my trip. Somehow, I've averaged about 65 miles to the gallon, I think. And also, it shows on there, 26 and a half hours in the saddle. And that's without the 6-hour trip up the UK in a few hours. But it's been okay. The only issues I've had, really, is my helmet here has snapped, like the visor, on both sides. Somehow, I think it's where you can see a little bit there. It's where the pin lock is fixed on. I think that's representative of the poor quality of Simpson helmets. I won't be buying another one. It's comfy enough, but it's really noisy with the wind, and yeah, I just don't think the build quality is brilliant, which is a bit disappointing because it wasn't cheap either. The other thing as well is my throttle lock. This pad has come off. Or the adhesive has come off, so now yeah, I can maybe like push it in now and then, but it doesn't really stay. You can see that it moves back off. So yeah, but apart from that, the bike's been faultless. I'm super happy with it. Some people have asked if I'm going to do it again. I'm not sure. Maybe not on this bike. I mean, even with all this stuff that makes it more comfy, it's still at the end of the day a naked sports bike, and you end up leaning quite heavily on those handlebars, and you get sore wrists, and always on the main roads, especially in the autobahn, you're sat doing quite high revs because of the gearing. So I might do a smaller trip, or I could maybe hire a bike. I could fly to Spain and hire a bike over there. Yeah, or just buy a whole new bike altogether, but I'm sort of out of the question because I love this thing, so maybe in a few years' time. But all in all, a challenging but a really good fun trip.